All right, join the conversation now at Don Lemon CNN on Twitter. Will the real Mitt Romney please stand up? You've heard the rap against him that his views on some very big issues have changed over time. So let's take gun control, for example, then and now.
We do have tough gun laws in Massachusetts. I support them. I won't chip away at them. I believe they help protect us.
You know, we need a president who will enforce current laws, not create new ones that only serve to burden lawful gun owners. President Obama has not. I will. We need a president who will stand up for the rights of hunters and sportsmen and those who seek to protect their homes and their families. President Obama has not. I will.
And you've heard even people in his own party saying he flip-flopped on health care, and he also did it on the woman's right to choose on abortion. So then there's this. Romney's foreign policy spokesman quit after just 2 weeks on the job. Richard Grinnell was outspoken. He's openly gay, and he had posted some controversial tweets. So he had his critics within the party, right? But Grinnell's quick exit spotlights a question that has shadowed Mitt Romney's career. Is there any cause or concern at Romney's core? Is there anything at his core? Any issue on which he will not budge? So let's talk about that now with two conservatives. Welcome back, Noel Sheppard, excuse me, welcome back, NewsBusters, and Republican strategist Ana Navarro. Good to see both of you. All right, so let me have it, and I'll let you have it. Yesterday, Romney said his team encouraged Grinnell to stay on the job. He told Fox News that his campaign hires people, quote, not based upon their ethnicity or sexual preference or gender, but upon their capability. We are very sorry to have him go. Okay, so ladies first, and I'm not being sexist. So why not do this before he steps down, or however it happened behind the scenes, who knows? Why not stand up for the guy before instead of after the fact, Anna?
I think that's a good question, Don. Frankly, I think they should have let him be out there doing his job. There's been a lot of foreign policy issues discussed in the last 2 to 3 weeks. He should have been out there doing his job, and we could have judged him on his qualifications, which is the only thing we should be judging people on, their qualifications. So I'm disappointed with this decision. I'm disappointed with how it happened. I do think there's more to it than meets the eye. And I do know that some of the Romney staff tried very strongly to keep him on board and dissuade him from leaving, but I do wish it had been handled differently. So
do you think that he felt pressure from the extremes of the party and he caved?
There were a few folks on the conservative right who gave him some pressure. I want to think that that's not what happened.
Okay, all right. No, go ahead. What do you think?
Okay, here's what I think, and this might shock you or may not. I think that about 3 weeks ago, Reuters Ipsos did a poll asking for people's top priority in this election. And 53% said jobs in the economy, 14% said health care, 9% said family values. Nowhere in this mix was gay rights issues. I think the reason why we're talking about this and the reason why it has exploded on Mitt Romney is because the economy is terrible. The Obama administration and the Obama campaign don't want to talk about the economy. They want to talk about extraneous issues and conceivably important ones, but not issues that the public are extraordinarily concerned with.
Okay, Noel.
Right now, Yep.
Go ahead. You can finish your thought. But I understand what you're saying. The public, it's about jobs. I get that. But
right.
no, quite honestly, that's a talking point because Grinnell, this wasn't about gay rights. This was foreign policy. He just happened to be openly gay, and there were some things with tweets. But this wasn't. He is not in the job for foreign policy to make an issue out of gay rights. That logic does not make sense.
And I very much agree with that. And you know what? Foreign policy in that Reuters Ipsos poll was down to 5%. But you're not explaining to me why he had to. You're not giving a good reason for why he had to step down. It didn't have to do with gay rights. He wasn't making it an issue for the campaign. I don't think that this issue was handled well by Romney. Although what we know about this is Romney wanted him to come back. Romney was not interested in him leaving. Apparently, this man resigned of his own volition. Okay. So how is that Romney's fault that someone resigned because he was potentially feeling uncomfortable about his position?
We have to run. I understand that. We've got to run because just for time purposes, we're very heavy here. Okay. But the thing is that, yes, why would... my question was, is there anything he won't, is there anything that he won't, you know, not back down about? And why not stand up for the guy beforehand instead of after? That's the question I asked Anna, and that's the one I'll ask you.
Well, Don, on the question of is there anything he won't back up on or back out on, he can't back out on anything because of the rap that you discussed at the beginning of the segment. Because he's been fighting this for many years, he's got to stick to his guns at this point. Certainly he can nuance his language, but let's be clear, he does not have the luxury of changing a position. Neither the right nor the left will allow him that luxury of changing a position.
I want to be fair to Noel because I want Noel to weigh in on what I just said. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Noel.
because, I mean, look, the reality is that both of the presidential candidates at this point, Romney and Obama, have flip-flopped on their position with regard to gay rights, in particular same-sex marriage.
Right.
We know that Obama in 1996, when he was a state senator, was for same-sex marriage, and in 2008, he changed. Yeah. Well, in 1994, when Romney was...
You're right. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. This is not about gay rights.
No, I understand.
What I'm saying is, why not stand up for the guy beforehand? Even Rick Santorum,
he did. He said he would hire him back. He'd like him back.
Okay, go ahead. But even Rick Santorum stood up for his friend, who people outed, who was a gay friend. I had a conversation with him. It appears from some people from the outside looking in that Mitt Romney didn't stand up for someone that he hired and someone he had respect for, and then after the fact,
but he's already come out and said that he'd hire him back, that he'd like him back. So what more can he do?
All right. Thank you, Noel. We got to go only for time purposes. Thank you, Noel. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate it.